Test. Hello again, my friends. As you know, some of you have been following my channel. I've had some pretty radical ideas here on YouTube. I appreciate you for accepting me as I am, and for being my friends here on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. I don't want you to worry much about me. As I told you before, and some of my friends' comments on my page, I'm a professional shaman and medicine man, and I have been doing these things since I was 5 years old. I've been making my body resistant to poisons since I was 5 years old as part of my heritage, Appalachian heritage. And so when I take something like medical grade mercury, it's not poisonous to me as it is to other people because of my my lifestyle. So do not attempt to ingest liquid mercury. A lot of things can go wrong, and you don't want that. So that is my this is my disclaimer in this. I took the liquid mercury into my body. I took an oral dose of it into my stomach and through my body because I wanted to do a protest against Xi Jinping, the current president of China. And I insist that China's presence in Tibet is evil. Xi Jinping is responsible for it, being the president of China, and the actual bodily government of China is responsible for 100% for the Chinese military breaking international and national laws and being inside of China. And so I wonder what is the deal? Why does the United States go over and blame Arabs over in the Middle East for what they're calling terrorism, and at the same time they allow Israel to steal land and to occupy Gaza and do nothing about that, and do nothing about China and their illegal occupancy of Tibet? And so as we see all these great militaries, the UK's military and the United States military, other militaries, always having their foreign presence in the Middle East, where they're doing nothing more than fighting over resources and trying to steal the resources of the Arab. The native of the Middle East is the Arab, and also the Hebrew. But as I said before, 1947 Israel government has caused more problems among the Jewish community than anything else. You have a whole lot of Orthodox Jews now at this very moment who are on YouTube voicing their hatred and anger toward the 1947 Israel government for doing all the evil that it's done, stealing Gaza's land and making Muslims angry at Jews because of what that evil government is doing. A handful of evil people in that government is doing, not the entire Jewish people as a race, but what this handful of 1947 Israel government idiots are doing over in the Middle East, starting trouble and starting problems. So we can see that their evil is in the world, and not to digress, this is mainly my protest against Xi Jinping and his presidency, current presidency in China. The Chinese people do not want Xi Jinping in power. They want democracy, they want freedom and independence. And these communists, they continue to hold on to the power as just a handful of people in the world controlling money and keeping the better technology away from the masses. When is it time for us to be able to say something about this as a people? People that represent humanity across every nation, because we're tired of these governments doing these evil things and keeping us from being able to progress as a civilization, as a human civilization. And so, again, I told you, you know, I'm a shaman, I'm a practicing shaman, I'm a private practicing shaman. My body is easily able to withstand the amount of, and let me tell you again, it's not the type of mercury that I'm taking into my body is not, you know, methyl mercury like you find in thermometers. It's really deadly. Can cause a lot of internal organ damage and this sort of thing. But the type of mercury that I'm taking is medical grade mercury, so it is a medicine. It's used in dentistry, and it's a medicine, not classified as a poison. Does not really get absorbed so much in the body, in the skin, as other things that you would ingest would be basically digested and metabolized. It just basically passes through the system unchanged. But however, it has killed people before, just one drop. So don't mistake what I'm doing for something that you know, I don't have a lot of respect for. I have a lot of respect for this. As I told you, a lot of things can go wrong. You could swallow the mercury wrong, a person could, and end up in one of the lungs. It's very dangerous. Many things have happened. So, again, my friends, do not try and do what I'm doing in this video or the other video, because it is deadly and dangerous. One of my friends pointed out that, you know, he said that I should have kept the tablespoon on camera to make sure that people knew that it was empty, because, you know, perhaps that I created an illusion that I took the medical mercury instead of, you know, getting rid of it somehow through some illusion or sleight of hand. This time I'm going to take it very, very slowly. I'm going to take it to where you can really tell that I took the drop. It's going to be more than one drop, 3 drops this time, so you can really see it real good. And again, once again, I do this protest, this ingestion of medical grade liquid quicksilver mercury. I'm protesting against Xi Jinping, who's the president of China. I'm protesting against communism all over the whole world, and anybody that believes in Marxism, socialism, communism. You all are the ones, the ones that believe in communism, socialism, Marxism. You are the ones poisoning the world. You. It's you, the ones who are evil. Not the masses, not the people that are rebelling against your God-blasted evil. You idiots are the ones that cause the trouble. You won't let us have the technology that we need to stop having to pay for every single thing we have to pay for all the time we can't afford. It's you, the ones who are the ones who is the minority, and not us. So, you need to move out of the way and stop lying. Stop sending militaries to foreign countries to steal resources and treat people like slaves. Because you try and treat the Tibet people like slaves, Xi Jinping. For that reason, I've cursed you. And your whole entire government is cursed this day. And Xi Jinping, you should hear me what I say. Because I'm not a person that's not mindful of what the people are going through in Tibet. I'm an individual, but I'm also a spirit at the same time. So what I hope happens, my friends, is that you can share in the hatred against communism, Marxism, socialism, and the evils that have plagued China. The natives in China still don't want these communists, these foreign idiots, to set up that prop government in China there. They don't want them. They didn't want Mao. They didn't want any of them. And as soon as they get real tired enough of him, they'll go and pluck him right out of his bed, just like they did the other guy. And, you know, they don't want him there. They don't want communism in China. Communism is killing China. It's what's destroying it and keeping it from going forward and what the people want as a masses. And Xi Jinping, you are a criminal for doing the evil you've done against Tibet. The rest, anybody who meets with Xi Jinping shares in his evil. And anyone who talks to him and shakes his hand in politics shares in the same evil that he's being part of and what they're doing against Tibet every day and every night, while the whole world, you know, just watches like it's no problem at all. And it's just something that I wanted to bring to people's attention, even if it's just an individual protest. I'm going to do this protest. I'm going to partake of this again. You're going to see what I'm doing. This is against Xi Jinping, his whole entire Chinese government that's far out of place. The people don't want you, Xi. They don't want you there. They don't want you. They don't want you to be in charge of them. Communism is not the natural history of China, and will not continue to be for very long, and not very much longer. So I insist upon it, in my speaking to the people of China directly now, to the people of China, I insist upon it that you rebel against communism in your land, because it's a foreign doctrine. It's a mixture of foreign people who are trying to tell you what to do and lying to you and keeping you from having democracy and keeping you from having the independency that you need in China for you to be able to advance as a civilization and to have the freedom that you want, that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I'll put the microphone down. This, my friends, right here, see it? This is liquid. This is medical grade, so this is medical grade stuff here. See if I can get it. Kind of get a good picture over here. See this? This is medical grade. This is not, this is not industrial mercury. This is medical grade, dental grade mercury, so it's a medicine. It's also toxic, so don't try to do what I'm doing in this video. I'll pull this back, as you can see here. Now I'm going to bring this tablespoon up to the camera. You can see this. Alright. So what I'm going to do here is pour some droplets out into it, just like so. You see them drop down into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So there's 7 drops there. You can see one little drop's about to become part of the bigger drop. So I can really get this good and close. Get this down here. See that? It's liquid. That's 100% medical dental grade liquid quicksilver mercury. You see the pieces go together there? Alright. I'm going to take this and put the cap back on it. There's another little piece that fell down in there. Alright. So as you can see, my friends, it's right here. This is not sleight of hand. I'm not a magician, and I'm not a fake. What you see is what you get with this. And as I got here, I'm going to roll this back and forth in front of you there. See that, how that's rolling back and forth in front of you? Alright. Now I'm going to lift it up. Kind of tilt it back here. Now the last time had some concerns there. They were talking about I should have left the spoon on camera, so I'm going to try to do this a little bit better this time. As you can see, there's no cutaways here. No cutaways. Alright, I'm going to switch hands with it. I'd like to give me a little bit of drink of soda here, just to show you, that this is what's going on here. We're going to take a look at it again, make sure that it's still in the spoon. There we go. And lean the camera forward. And as you're going to see, there it is. There's the liquid mercury still there, so that you know that that's real. I poured it in there. Okay, I poured it in there. And now I'm going to go back with it. Oh, Yeah, see how easy it is for me to get off camera with it? It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, you guys. So here it is. It's still there, right? It's still on there, right? I'm trying to get it to where you can see it really good. And I'm going to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All right. Here's the part where it goes in my mouth, right here. All right. So I'm going to lean back a little bit. I'm going to turn the camera some, like that, so I can get more in the middle with it. Lift it up so you can see it's me, it's my face. Okay. Okay, I'm going to lean back with it. All's all. Okay. That's a feeling. Huh? I totally swallowed that mercury, you guys. No doubt. Now, I made that for you all so that you would understand my illustration is that communism poisons people, and it's poisoned the whole world. It's no good. It shouldn't be in China. It shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be ruling over the native people of China, because communism is not native to the Chinese lands. It isn't. You know, and it will never be accepted by the masses in China, because the people of China are sick and tired of that government over there. And Xi Jinping, you being in charge, Xi Jinping, you should be ashamed of what you've done with the military against the sovereign nation of Tibet and its peoples. You're going to pay for what you've done, Xi. You're going to pay for it. You already are paying for it now. And you continue to pay for it so long as the Chinese military continues to occupy Tibet. This curse will remain on the government of China. So, my friends, always know that freedom is a God. Freedom is a God who is greater than the God of communism, or whatever it is that they want to tell you, want to say. Always remember that people who are communists are also part of the occult, and they believe in seances and all this different, demonologies and all these different things. And so they're really hypocrites, because they tell people there's no God, and yet they worship the God in their occult secret practices. So they're full of it, and liars. Always remember, my friends, that freedom is worth more. It's worth more, and communism is worth nothing. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the illustration. Don't worry about me; I'll be fine. As again, I've told you, I'm immune to this stuff. Basically, it's not going to cause me any harm, and if it does, it will be minimal. I've done this hundreds of thousands of times in similar, with similar substances. So just don't repeat what I'm doing, okay? Just appreciate the illustration for what it is, and spread the word on YouTube. I appreciate it, my friends. I'll be back to see you again soon.